What's up, to the gang? It's your girl, to the gang, back with another video. And as y'all can tell by the title, we're finna get into some tips to deal with holiday stress. Before we get to it, make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe. And without further ado, let's get straight to it. So I have 15 different tips to help you out with holiday stress. So the first one I have is acknowledge your feelings. It's okay to go through the motions. It's okay to be in your feelings. I know, I understand, because I'm that type of person where you pretty much don't like to show your emotions half the time. You always bottle it in yourself. But we all know it's going to come out at some point. So it's just better to acknowledge your feelings at the time that it happens and just get that shit over with, because there's no point in bottling up, especially around this time of the year. Like, you're supposed to be happy, you're supposed to be carefree. Shouldn't be stressing over shit. And let's be honest, holiday stress is, yeah, that shit hits a little different than regular stress. So let's try to de-stress and not add more stress. Second one is to reach out. I know that's an ego problem. It is hard to reach out at some point, but don't be afraid to reach out, because honestly, at some point everyone has struggled or is struggling, especially nowadays. Let's be real, y'all. Let's be real. It's not gonna get any better, especially not right now. So if you get to a point where you have nothing and you absolutely need help, I guarantee you, your loved ones that really have your back will try to help you out any way they can. They might not be able to give you everything you need, but at least they'll be able to help you out in some shape or fashion. Number 3, be realistic. I know you have dreams, I know you have fantasies, but at the end of the day, you have to be realistic. You have to be able to pay your bills. You have to be able to have a roof over your head. You have to be able to have electricity. You have to have a car. You have to have all these essentials. Everything that you want in life comes with money, right? So I know you want to have that business. I know you want to follow your dream and do this and do that and have your whole empire. But at the same time, make sure that you have a foundation. Don't sit here and be like all in your head, like, oh my God, I'm gonna have this, I'm gonna have that, I'm gonna run this, I'm gonna run that. If you don't have a balanced foundation, it's not gonna work. Everything you want to do is not going to work. You're not gonna have the time to balance everything out. You're not gonna have the funds to do everything. Be realistic. If it's not working, it's not working because it's not time to work on that venture. And it's okay. It's okay. I know it hurts. I know it hurts, but it's the truth. You have to make sure that you have your essentials taken care of first, because that's what matters. Number 4, set aside differences. I know it's very hard, and this can go either way. It can be you setting aside differences to get back in a better place with something or someone, or it could be setting aside differences and not having any ties with that person anymore. Just because you don't have any ties with that person or thing or place or whatever doesn't mean you have to have a negative impact on it. Doesn't mean you have to have anything negative with that situation. It could be you leave it at where it is. You're good, you're finding peace, you're moving on. You have to think of yourself first. You have to put yourself first in everything you do, because at the end of the day, you only have yourself. Yes, you have others that can take care of you as needed, but you have to worry about yourself first. If you're not good, your mental's not good, you're not physically good, you're never going to be okay. You can literally please everyone in the world and make them happy and laugh, but if you're not good emotionally, mentally, physically, it's not good. It's not. You can only do so much for other people. You have to make sure you do what you need to do for yourself first. Number 5, stick to a budget. I know it's hard, especially nowadays, like I said, but it's very important to stick to a budget, because you don't want to go over your budget and be in a situation to where you are literally like on your last couple of dollars and you have like 5 bills due in like the next week and you don't have the funds to cover it or whatever. So it's always best to stick to a certain budget. If you literally write down all your bills, what time they're due, like the dates, how much, to try to at least be like, okay, with this paycheck, I get paid this day, but I don't get paid again until this day, and these are all the bills that I have until this day I get paid again. That's how I do it. That way I know, okay, maybe I do have a little extra spending money I can use, or should I put this extra money towards savings? Like, it's always good to have some type of balance when it comes to your personal finances. Number 6 is plan ahead. If y'all know me personally, y'all know I'm always trying to plan ahead. All these videos are planned ahead. Y'all already know. Because if I don't, I get stressed out. I get very, very, very stressed out. When I know I don't have shit in order, I get very stressed out. And I'm not trying to procrastinate, okay? Because that makes it even worse for my stress and my anxiety. So that's why I try to plan stuff ahead. And it actually does work for me, because that takes less stress and anxiety off of me. Because then I'm like, all right, cool. I know what I'm doing. I just need to make sure I make the time and effort and energy to do such thing, because I already know what I'm going to do. I just have to make sure I do it. Number 7, learn to say no. I have the biggest weight lifted off my shoulder now that I tell people no. Like, I used to always tell people yes, or this, and that. I tell people no all the time now. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I will tell you no. And I'm not going to feel sorry about it, because guess what? At the end of the day, if I'm not feeling it, I'm not going. I can say yes, but if it comes to a point where I don't feel good or I'm not feeling it no more, I'm going to say no. Because what about it? What you going to do? You ain't going to beat me up. You ain't going to do nothing about it. So at the end of the day, my mental and me physically and emotionally come first in any situation. If I don't feel equipped, or I don't feel 100%, or I just don't feel like it, I'm not going to do it. And it's okay. You don't owe anybody any explanation. You don't owe anybody anything. In this time of age, if you don't feel like doing shit, don't do it. If it doesn't feel right, it feels negative, it's not aligning with you in any certain way, don't do it. Don't feel pressured to do anything. Don't feel pressured to go to a cousin's baby shower, a cousin's birthday, a cousin's wedding. If you're not feeling it, it's okay. You don't have to owe nobody no explanation. If they want an explanation, you can be blunt and tell them, or you can come up with an excuse. But at the end of the day, you don't owe them shit. And people just have to get used to it. Number 8, don't abandon healthy habits, especially around the holiday season. I know it's very hard to keep on track with, working out and eating healthy and taking care of yourself. It's very hard because holidays is mostly you eating, you are stressed, try to be stress-free, you try to be, lazy, you try to be caring for other people, and it kind of gets blurred in there to where you actually remember to take care of yourself, because you're so worried about, making sure you have food for everyone, you're making sure you have presents, this, and that. But at the same time, you gotta make sure you good, y'all. That's all. I'm gonna keep stressing this. Make sure you good. That's all I care about, is making sure that y'all know that y'all need to make sure that at the end of the day, you put yourself first in any situation. Number 9, take a breather. It's okay to take maybe a couple hours to yourself. Me personally, I would rather take maybe a day or 2. But if you can't, and you could just take a couple of hours just to yourself, doing whatever you want to do, take it. It's needed. It makes you feel so much better. I literally did a staycation from my job for a week, and it was probably the best thing. I'm not even gonna joke with y'all. It was probably the best thing. I was so woosah. It's needed when you take a break from everyday life and actually sit there and do things that you want to do, regardless if it's finally cleaning the house, finally getting some rest, finally doing something you wanted to do for a little minute but you never had time to do. Stuff like that really matters. So make sure you take a breather at some point during the holiday season. Number 10, seek professional help if needed. I know, yo. It's hard to go to a doctor. It's hard to tell somebody your personal problems. But at the end of the day, telling someone your problems or getting it out there actually helps you. I know it's kind of weird, but to be honest, it does. I don't have a problem telling people my traumas. I don't have a problem telling people certain things about my life because at the end of the day, it brings more awareness to me and what happened to me at whatever age or whatever situation. And it brings me to a point where I'm like, wow, this is why I am now because of how this happened. This is why I think and talk the way I do because of this situation. At the end of the day, it's okay to ask for help because your mental matters. Your health matters. So if you feel like you need that extra help, get it. Number 11, create relaxing surroundings. Y'all, sometimes I ain't even gonna lie, I be in here just jamming to music, watching a movie, watching TV, just curled up on the couch with my phone over here, barely really on it, got a blanket, pillow, just chilling. Like, things like that help, you know, for you to relax, declutter, detox all of that stuff that happened earlier, like stuff that kind of made you either aggravated or, you know, some type of bad negative feeling or vibes. It's now gone. You feel relaxed, you feel calm, you feel good. Stuff like that matters. And I feel like a lot of people don't understand that. You being in a good headspace matters. You being in a positive energy matters. You being in a good surrounding matters. Number 12, take a walk. I know it's cold as fuck outside, y'all, but I mean, if you could find somewhere like a gym or maybe a store, anywhere, take a small walk just to clear your mind. If you have AirPods or any type of headphones or anything like that, you can listen to music, you can read a book. You know, they have those little audio books you can listen to. Just take a walk because you honestly won't realize how relaxing and carefree you feel once you do stuff. Little things that make you feel better, and taking a walk is one of them. 13, make small adjustments. The little things do matter, y'all. I'm telling y'all right now, the little things do matter. So, like you waking up a little earlier, that way you're not rushing to get to work or getting wherever you have to go, making sure that you plan things ahead, like little things that can help you day to day matter. That way you're not as stressed out. Number 14, get enough sleep. I feel like sometimes I get too much sleep, but make sure you don't get not enough sleep. Make sure you get at least 7 to 8, which I know a lot of people that can sleep for like 4 to 5 and they're good. I'm not one of them people. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not one of them people. But at least make sure you get at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep a day. That way you can be functional and you'll be fine throughout the day. And hopefully you don't need no naps or anything like that. And lastly, number 15, treat yourself. That could be any certain way. That could be getting something you've wanted for a couple of months. You finally have a little bit of money stashed up to where you can get that for yourself. Maybe it could be finally taking a relaxing day and doing nothing, laying around, being lazy, watching TV. Whatever makes you feel good, do it. Your health matters this holiday season. Mental, physical, emotional, all of that matters. And to be honest, I want everyone to know who's watching this video right now, you matter. No matter how you feel about yourself, no matter what people tell you about yourself, you matter at the end of the day. And you make sure you do whatever you need to make sure you're straight. You matter. You're loved. And you make someone happy on this earth. Just know that. So those were my 15 tips to you guys that could help you deal with your holiday stress. If y'all have any more tips, drop them in the comments below. And also let me know how you guys like this video, because I might do a part 2 next year. Who knows? But to the gang, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time.